Hey Scorpio, how are y'all doing? Long time no see. Hopefully, I can get y'all's June reading out soon. Whew. Three of water, reverse, bottom of the deck. Oh, wow. Okay. All right, so someone in your life has really helped you by their innocence, yet you have someone else in your life who has really hurt you with their lack of. This is somebody who has influenced you in a very good way. This is a positive influence in your life, and it's the full energy. So some of you probably had a parental figure or somebody that affected you a lot throughout your life who has permanently altered your life. Have you ever heard parents say, like, no matter what you become when you grow up, it's not my fault. Your life is only your fault. And it's a very narcissistic thing to say, because even though we are always responsible for our own actions, we often inherit things that are not our fault. So it's kind of a difficult journey when you have these mixed energies, where you had someone in your life who was so innocent and so kind and knew how to roll with the punches, as my grandmother used to always say. This person with full energy is someone who probably, these are phrases my grandmother used to say a lot, and it was roll with the punches, like water off a duck's back, and what is it going to matter 100 years from now? Which is that kind of attitude of, I'm going to keep moving and keep my innocence and my love and my loyalty, and I'm not going to let anything stop me. And then you had someone else in your life. This is a negative influence on your life, and it's the Magician card. For this to come out in the negative position, this is someone who's manipulative. And for a few of you, it could even be someone who practices dark arts. But for the majority of you, it would just be a manipulative person, somebody who manifests for selfish gain alone, somebody who is actually going out of their way to get what they want at the expense of others. And it's taught you how to do that. And what's sad is, even if you don't want to be that type of person, if you were to ever get scared, if you were ever to get in panic mode, if you were to feel cornered, you might react by finding yourself allowing that energy to affect the way you behave. Now, currently you are Ace of Air, which is like Ace of Swords. And it's a beautiful card. The beautiful Pegasus, I love it. This is wonderful new beginnings, especially in the communication department. So work, writing, law, these sorts of things, contracts. You have the ability to use the spoken or written word very effectively at this time. And as you move about your life on this journey, what are the positive and negative effects that you are giving to others in this butterfly effect reading that I'm doing. I feel like it's very important that I do this from time to time, because what other people do to us, we in turn hurt others or help others from what these negative people have done to us. And when we see this domino effect play out, we can choose to try and change it. Now, the way the Fool has affected you in a positive way, we have the Call, but it is reversed. So what that tells me is that you are going to pursue your calling, and it's going to be beautiful. You understand that you're being called to take a certain path, to behave a certain way, to do a certain task that only you can do. But with it being reversed, I feel like you have been putting it off, or it's been delayed. Either you might be worried about what other people think, or you might be scared of other people, people like this who might actually like retaliate. So even though you want to pursue your calling, it's taking you a long time. And this is going to affect other people. So other people will be affected by how long it takes you to pursue your calling. And other people might also take a while to pursue their calling as well. So remember, for example, if some of you are parents, okay, if you don't honor you, what is that teaching your kids? If you don't pursue your calling, what is that showing your children or other people who are very impressionable? But this is positive for you. So you are still showing people how to get it done. Some of you might actually be showing people how to pursue your calling, even if you keep getting knocked down. That's an important one. And that's a beautiful lesson to show other people. That's a beautiful domino effect to give out. Now, the negative that you might be expressing that is affecting others, and they in turn will be acting the way they shouldn't as well. There's a negative ripple that also happens in your life. Your shadow, let's say, is the 6 of air. So sometimes you guys, when things don't work out the way you want it to, because of this manipulative person, some of you might have the tendency to legit like ghost and walk away and give up on things whenever you can't get your way, when you can't manifest what you want or get what you think you need out of a situation. So if you just walk away every single time you don't get your way, and I admit it, I'm guilty of that. I have a Scorpio ascendant, and but I have Aquarius too, and they're bad about it too. So it's like if you walk away sad every single time you don't get your way, it can have an effect on people. There may be a lot of people that you don't realize cared about you a lot more than you thought. And when you left them, it left them confused, and they might think you're manipulative, but really you might be like protecting them. Like you might be leaving because you don't want to end up manipulative. Like you might walk away from a situation to make sure that you don't end up going there. And so you're trying to protect them, but at the same time, it's still leaving a negative imprint on them, which is sad. It is so sad. That this is why this reading is important, because every time somebody harms us, no matter how we try to heal that wound, no matter how we try to patch it up, we can also in turn harm other people. And it's really difficult for us to know how to get in that shadow and heal that so that we don't hurt other people. And that's one reason why I wanted to do these. It's a reading Spirit brought to me, and I know it's not a June reading. It's like a timeless reading, but I think it would be beneficial for you guys. The 3 of water at the bottom of the deck, 5 of water below that, and it's reversed. Some of you guys may have some issues with third party stuff. So I don't know if that's going to be you, or if it's going to be like people that you walk away from. Also, I wonder if some of you have trust issues where you might actually kind of just be on guard that you don't just accuse people of, like, if you know this is not for you, okay? If you flat out caught someone cheating on you, then it's not for you. Or if you're the one who has a habit of doing a third party. But if you are like consistently worried that someone is cheating on you and you're constantly going to break it off if you don't know where they are at every hour, every day, just be on guard about that. I mean, I've known I've known men that do this more than women. I'm not saying women don't though, but they're always so afraid that if they can't keep up with you 24/7, that you're doing something like cheating or something. And like, if you're constantly afraid of that, you might end up pushing people away. Okay, so we got Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying a foundation, a divine plan. I like this. A lot of people feel like they're not important. They feel like they're not valuable because they're not on a grand stage or they're not recognized in any way. But the biggest characters in the world that the whole world remembers, they had someone, a parent, a grandparent, somebody who decided to try to heal that family line, that decided to listen to spirit, that decided to allow spirit to work through them so that they could prepare the way for a better future for other people. And when you seeding the light, laying foundations, a divine plan, when you understand that you are part of that, your actions are going to be able to help so many generations besides just yours. And so many of us are called here for such a time as this, to prepare humanity for a better future, to lay down the religion, to lay down the politics, to lay down the hate and the discrimination and the differences and the butting heads and getting angry and triggered every time somebody doesn't side with you. And those of us who know are being called to do that work, we're doing a great work. We may feel exhausted. We may not get a lot of accolades in this life. But if we can pave the way for our kids and their kids and their kids, we did something right. Okay, I think that's all I have for you. I have so many more readings to do, and I don't know if I can get enough done. But I do love you, and I do bless you, Scorpio. Until next time.